A year ago, my father torched my notebook of shelter numbers in front of our family, called me a cancer that needs to be cut out, and dismissed my desperate pleas to stop the wedding. Yesterday, I met his cold stare across the courtroom as the jury delivered the guilty verdict. My childhood wasn't about playground games or sleepovers. It was a ticking clock, a horrifying countdown to the moment my own body would betray me, signaling I was ready to be sold off to a man old enough to be my grandfather. See, in my family, girls were married the second they got their first period. Didn't matter if you were 12, 13, or 14. That blood meant you were ready for a husband at least 3 times your age. I grew up with this idea, so in my head, it didn't seem that bad until I turned 11. That's when I watched my cousin Mayam get promised to a 43-year-old man just 3 days after her first period. His previous 2 wives, dead before they even turned 20. That night, something in me snapped. That was the first night I decided to stop eating enough food. Not because I was fat, not because I hated food, but because I'd noticed the skinnier girls in my family would be the last ones to get their period, and I knew it was my only option. I later learned your body actually needs to have enough fat before starting puberty, but hey, desperate times. Other girls called me skeleton, but I didn't care. Other girls my age were already promised to men who had children older than them. But my starvation didn't mean they stopped prepping me to be a wife. Oh no. Every Friday, from 1 a.m. to 10 a.m., I was forced to serve meals to the male family members for hours, in absolute silence. And if I dared make eye contact or a single sound while serving, I'd receive 10 lashes of the belt. 10. I was forced to hold burning pots without oven mitts just to toughen up my soft hands for kitchen work. And every night, my mom put skin whitening cream all over my face so I could be beautiful. Other than the secret starvation, I was the perfect daughter. I played the part with 0 complaints, always talking about how excited I was to have kids. Then, when I was 14 and still mercifully periodless, I found something that changed absolutely everything. For context, all of this was happening right here in the USA. My mom had convinced us that everything we were going through was completely normal, that any girl who didn't follow these traditions was doomed to die alone, ugly, and useless. Until one teacher, a woman named Ms. Chen, practically forced me into a full story video added in below,